the world where we deal with numbers. This is Sam, and this video we're going to talk about question 1A, to be specific, 2 of Math 1110, draw sheet 4, question, draw sheet 4, 2019. Alright, so we're going to dance with this simple question. So the question is saying, solve the following quadratic inequality and illustrate the solution set on the number line. We're going to illustrate the solution on the number line. So the expression is x squared minus 2x minus 3 less than 0. Very simple. So what you must know is this. Whenever you are dancing or dealing with inequalities, so for you to calculate easily, assume this inequality sign to be equal to have an equal sign. So just assume that you have got x squared minus 2x minus 3 is equal to 0. Right. So when you do this, the next step is try to calculate the value of x. Try to calculate the value of x. When you want to calculate the value of x, there are actually two methods that you can use: factorization method or the general, the quadratic general formula. Or if you want, you can even use completing this square method. It's fine. Now from here, this question or this equation, we can use factorization method. Alright, so factorization method utilize the product, the sum, and the factors. We are looking for the product. The product actually, we multiply the coefficient of x squared and what? C. So the coefficient of x squared is 1. 1 times c, which is negative 3, is what? Negative 3. The sum is what? Negative 2. Factors, we look for two numbers. When we multiply them, it should give us the product. When we add or subtract them, it should give us what? The sum, which is negative 2. So, from what I've explained, what can be our factors? What can be our factors? Very simple, right? So we are going to have negative 3 and what? And 1 as our factors. And then this expression, we must express them in form of the variable which we are having. So meaning that we are going to have negative 3x and x. Alright. So I'm going to replace these two factors where there is negative 2. So we have got x squared minus 3x plus x minus 3 is equal to 0. Here you factorize them to 2. So I've got x minus 3 plus what is common here, 1, x minus 3 is equal to 0. So whatever is outside, you bring them together, plus 1. Then since this factor here and this factor, they are the same, you just take one component of them, minus 3 is equal to 0. So since you have got this factor times this factor is equal to 0. So this simply means that one of them is what? It's 0. One of them is 0. So meaning that, so this simply means that either x plus 1 is equal to 0 or x minus 3 is equal to 0. So x is equal to negative 1 or x is equal to 3. So we have got the values of x. Now, since this is inequality, this is not our answer. This is not our answer. So what we are having is, let me draw a number line and say this is my 0, this is my 1, my 2, my 3, my 4, negative 1, negative 2, negative 3. Like this. So let's locate this x is equal to negative 1 and x is equal to 3 on the number line. So x equal to negative 1 is this point, x equal to 3 is this point. So this point, they are more like acting as our asymptotes. Alright. Now, what you must do is this. Since we said, let's assume or we replace this less than sign by equal sign. When you reach at this stage, let's introduce what? Our sign. And find a good region where this equation will be satisfied. Where the inequality equation, so I'm going to take these factors here, which is x plus 1, x minus 3. The sign which you are having here is what? C less than 0. So from here, since we have got negative 1 and 3, it means that we are having 3 regions. We have got a region where we have got negative 1 coming this side, a region between negative 1 and 3, and the region between 3 going this side. Now, which numbers will make this equation or this beautiful inequality to be true? So let's take n number from this side. let's take n number from this side. So for example, let's take negative 100. N number, negative 100. So when you put negative 100 here, this will be automatically be a negative. When you put a negative 100 here, this automatically will be a negative. Negative times a negative, this is a positive. Now the question is, can a positive be less than 0? Can a positive number be less than 0? We say no to that. Alright, so it means that this part has not satisfied what? Our inequality sign. Now let's check the part from 3 going this side. The part from 3 going this side. So let's take n number, n bigger number. If you want to, you can actually take a positive 1 million if you want. N number. So let's take 10. So if you put 10 here, you're going to have a positive. 10 here, a positive. Positive and positive is a positive. Again, positive is not less than 0. So this part is disqualified. Let's take for the middle part. The middle part, the easy number to take is what? 0. If you want, you can take 1, 2, n number. So let's take 0. If you put 0 here, so if you put 0 here, you're going to have 1, which is positive. Positive 1 times, if you put 0 here, you are going to have negative 3. So this answer is what? Negative 3. Is negative 3 less than 0? Is negative 3 less than 0? Yes, it is. Alright, so meaning that the region which you are interested in is what? Is this. So this region is actually our solution set. Now in terms of boundary, we have got just what? Less than. This is not less than or equal to. So meaning that negative 3 and the positive 3, they are not part of our solution. So we're going to say open interval like this, and here like this. This is our region which we are interested in. This is our region. So we have shaded our region on the number line. So the solution set is equal to open interval from negative 1 to what? To positive 3. This is our solution set. Open interval from negative 1 to what? To positive 3. So in this video, we have actually discussed about question 1A, 2 to be specific, of draw sheet 4, 2019. So make sure that you also watch other questions. See you there.